Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in again. It's Thursday evening, and we're on day 4 of our journey through the love chapter, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Last night, we talked about how love is real, how it's authentic. It tells the truth. We actually went a little beyond that sentiment that's mostly in verse 6, and I read verse 7 as well. Verse 7 and 8 get us into a little bit more than just love being real and authentic. Listen again to these words. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. But as for prophecies, they will come to an end. As for tongues, they will cease. As for knowledge, it will come to an end. What a strange thing to say. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. How can it be that love does this for all things? Shouldn't there be some things that get in the way of love? Shouldn't there be some things that we don't have to hold on to in love? What's Paul getting at here? Well, the concluding statement, love never ends, is perhaps the most clear. And then he goes on to list some of those things: prophecy, speaking in tongues, knowledge. All these things, they come to an end. Love doesn't. Or in other words, love doesn't quit. You know, there's two phrases that I often use that this passage brings to my mind. The first is, we need each other more than we need to be right. And the second is, fight for the heart. Both of these phrases remind me that when it comes to love, to relationships of love, whether they be in my family, in my friendships, or in the community at large, the goal is not just to be right or to win an argument, but to stay together. Winning is being together. Winning is staying in the relationship. Winning keeps the conversation going. Winning holds the heart together. The goal of love is to keep loving. Love doesn't quit. Love never ends. Love knows no limits. Love keeps pushing on. Can you imagine if our God said, I think I've loved you enough? Of course, he would never say that. There's no limit to our Lord's love for us. It is never enough. There's always more to give. And the same is meant to be true of our love for one another. May the love of Christ drive you forward to continue to live the story of a love that doesn't quit.